Sleepy Outdoors. We're back at it this morning. We're on the range. We've hauled in the AXIS, so we're going to do some cleanup around here. First thing I'm going to do is grapple some of these logs, get them out over into this area, because this is going to be our bucking area. And then we're going to clean this up a bit here. And then Guy's going to come in, spread these chips, get them all cleaned up. And then from there, we're going to position that AXIS, get it all set up. And hey, if the weather allows today, we'll get some of these logs bucked up and ready to split. To answer that question I get every once in a while, we kind of have more or less kind of a daily routine. Usually the day before, whether it's Guy and myself or Husky Bob's coming over, we'll kind of plan the next day out. We still, especially as you get into this time of summer, we start earlier and earlier every day. Up here in the cabin, the light, or this daylight, starts to shine about 10 after 5 in the morning. And it's not too long after that before I'm up and at it, get my pot of coffee on. I'll give Guy a call before I start heading over. And if Husky Bob's coming, Husky's like clockwork. If he says he's gonna be there at 7 o'clock, he's there at exactly 7 o'clock. You can pretty much count on it. So we start off our mornings usually with a cup of coffee. We throw the saws into Guy's workshop, get them all sharpened up and cleaned up for the day, full of gas and full of oil. That way we start off on the right foot. Usually you'll give them a couple of pulls, make sure everybody's starting, because you know, some of them use Huskies. That's all I'm gonna say. Then we'll load up the tractors and the ATV or the trailers, and then we head out into the forest. And we try to stay where we can in the shade of the canopy if it's possible, because they get stinking hot this time of year up here. Black flies are pretty bad, but the dragonflies have already emerged, so hopefully within another week or two they'll be gone, and it'll be a little nicer back here. In the meantime, it's tick season, so we're all sprayed top to bottom, head to toe. I kind of like these pants, these chainsaw pants, because they have a really tight elastic cuff on them, so it kind of helps out a little bit. But we get out in the forest, and we probably won't work past noon in this kind of weather. It just gets too hot in the middle of the day. But we always bring lots of water, lots of off or bug spray. We've got our gas, oil, everything's piled up. We bring it all back here, and that way we don't have to make runs back to the wood shop or to the workshop. And if we're lucky, we don't forget anything. When we're wrapped up for the day, we usually end up back at Guy's workshop. We're usually hanging around the table, telling jokes and stories, and having a drink or two before we all head off home. Anyways, I hope that kind of answers it. We pretty much do that exact same procedure every day. It doesn't change much.
Oh, damn.
That's a big boy saw.
This one out,
Let's make some firewood. Crazy humid out here already. It's not even noon yet. But hey, as soon as you start firing up the chainsaw, all the boys start running down the concession road. It's Husky Bob! Boy, I gotta tell you, that AXIS, it's fast. Like that fastest trailer fill you'll ever do, I think. Geez, she's humid today. We got a big thunderstorm rolling in later and it is super humid. I think they said 36 today with the humidity. But whew, I tell you, once you hear those chainsaws echoing down the concession road, everybody starts showing up. It's nice to see Husky again today. So I think that's a wrap for today. Thanks a lot for hanging out. I'm gonna head back, meet up with the guys with the woodshed, and we'll empty that trailer out and then maybe sit for a spell. Have a great week. Please be kind to each other. And I'll see you again at the next one. I'm Gordon Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers.